Even Poppy found me. Yeah, they got me. They got me for that song. Paul McCartney, why? Why did you do that to me? I was already having a shitty day. Mr. A, did you hear me tell you that you sprayed me in the face with your room deodorizer stuff? Hey, Carrie. Hey, there's Granny. That was very rude of them. I know. Why, Poppy? Why don't they like me? I don't understand. Usually, I just take the freaking song out when I'm done. Gosh, YouTube. Why don't YouTube like me? I want to know what is up with that. Okay? I've heard people say all kinds of stuff on their channel. I get it, YouTube. You want me to not play music anymore. You don't. Well, they're wanting me to play YouTube music. You know, like, where do I begin? For real. But anywho, let me get back to what I was saying. So, you know, there is a thing called manufactured chaos. All right? Y'all quit doing that. I know that Ernie is in the hospital right now. Okay? Oh, thanks, Mr. A. That makes up for you spraying me in the face this morning. See, Mr. A doesn't think I watch him. I seen you. I like your house. It's really cute. It really is. I seen you. You was wiping off your tables and stuff. For real. Now, let me just say this, okay? I am going to say some things today that people may not appreciate. We're just going to put one big trigger warning out here, okay? Bottom line, some people may not. Oh, thanks, Mr. A, for the super sticker. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Make sure you drop your own link, Mr. A. Drop your own link, man. Oh, wait. Does YouTube like that when people drop their own link? I don't know. Maybe I should do it. Sue Helton. Welcome. Welcome, Sue Helton. Now I've got to pull up my chat again. Now, it's okay, you guys, that they gave me a warning. I am going to take the test, and I will be just fine. Remain Calm's had to take the test before, or I can fight it. But, you know, I really can't fight it because I did it. All right, I admitted it. I admitted guilty knowledge. For sure. And so, hey, Courtney, this is the thing, y'all. You know, I just got to thinking about stuff, and I was just started feeling really angry about Summer Wells, and I think it's beautiful that people are definitely celebrating her. Oh, I love that dog, Sue. Beautiful dog. Wow. That is a beautiful dog, Sue. You know, I've always tried to have real conversations about baby girl. And you know, and I do. I think it's beautiful. I know that Phoebe Australia had a little picture thing for her and stuff like that. And you know, there's channels that are putting out pictures and different things, and it's beautiful to me. It really is. But then I get angry. I get angry that she grew up with what I will call, this is my opinion, shit fucking parents. shit parents who have done nothing but show their asses, prank people, lie to people, just play games with people. If they didn't want that attention, why did they come on YouTube? They made it about them. It is very hard to talk about that little girl without having to talk about her parents. Sorry, my opinion. Why did y'all have to make it about you? Why? Why'd you have to? Everything is about Dawn or Candace. I truly believe that they do have guilty knowledge about what happened to that little girl. I believe it. I've always believed it. That's my opinion and my channel, my fucking opinion. Now, it's okay if you guys got different opinions and stuff. I'm good with that, right? You're always cleaning the house or eating, Courtney. It's okay, Courtney. People do weird things when they're on my channel. They go to Walmart, they go to the store, they go to the gas station. You know, hell, wouldn't surprise me if a couple of them wasn't sitting at the bar kind of hitting back a few drinks. I am good with it. Hey, I don't want to call you that, lady. When are you going to change your name? Little girl, for real. And it's sad to me because I know that people are celebrating the birthday or whatever. You're hobbling to the kitchen. Flies, I was really kind of angry last night, right? Why you got to watch what you say, Moonflower? Why would you have to delete 3,000 screenshots? Why would you have to do that? If they're factual, why would you have to delete them? Now, there are a lot of creators who did, you know, put their Summer Wells content on hold, step back from talking about it and stuff like that. Very seldom when I even talk about Summer do I even put her name in my comments or in my description. I mean, for sure. It's just something that, you know, over time I just stopped doing. And like I said, there are many creators out there that, you know, really, really love Summer and want her found. And my opinion, from the get-go, I have seen many creators who did nothing but try to make, you know, money off of her name. Hey, September Angel. So I don't, you know, people making the money, I don't care about that shit. That has nothing to do with me, for real. I don't care how people make their money. But it's like, why are you going to make stuff up? Right? Why are you going to make stuff up? Are you Virgo? Are you Virgo? September? Just a question. Just a question. So anyhow, it's been like that from the beginning, Moonflower. That is just the way that people have, that's just the way people have treated each other in Summer's case. They have fought with each other. Let me tell you something, okay? I seen a video that Ernie Shell put out. He was out in the woods and he's like, I came this way before and shit like that, right? And I'm like, where the fuck are you at, Ernie? We know where he's at right now. He's in a hospital where he needs to fucking be. I don't care what anybody says. Dude needed to be somewhere getting his medicine. But let me ask you this. He was someone that people were excited that he was out looking or inserted himself into a missing child case. I don't know how people feel about that. I know how I feel about it. You had, okay, let's put it like this, because we're not going to call people out over here. I don't need to hear a creator's name or whatever, okay? Not unless you're giving them love and hugs, okay? You got to give them love and hugs. And so we seen creators, YouTube creators, who were recovering from their addictions, who went to 110 Ben Hill Road, and guess what? They wasn't recovering for very long, okay? Wasn't recovering for very long. Some of them has had serious fucking issues. Some has done jail time. Some, well, most of them has done jail time. Most of them, started using whatever substances they were using to begin with. Some of them lost their children, and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. How was that okay that these people were doing those things and inserted themselves into missing child case or children's cases? I never understood that. But I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to say, they're going to the HE double hockey sticks downstairs. That's not for me to decide. I am not Jesus. But people were okay with it. What the fuck? How did anything that any of them did, where has any of that helped Summer? Where? Inquiring minds want to know. Now, when I started to mention Ernie earlier was because he came over here and he wanted me to find a conversation that he had with Don Wells or whatever. He wanted me to give it to him. He was going to go over it on his channel. I politely said, fuck no, do your own work. Well, then I started getting comments from people who never even associated with my channel before, okay, that came in and were like, you're not for Summer. And I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Number one, who the fuck are you? And number two, I ain't never fucking never, okay, did anything to insert myself into that case, nor have I ever lied and said that I gave money to the reward fund that I didn't give to the reward fund. Okay? Ain't never done that. So, nana boo boo. What the fuck ever, right? Didn't never talked about that shit over here. Didn't have no reason to talk about it over here. At all. To each their fucking own, right? To each their own. But, after all this time, law enforcement is not going to come out and talk to us. Creators, I believe, ruined that. I really do. Everything isn't for YouTube, right? At least that's what Nana for Life said when she was having that conversation, right? she was having a conversation with Candace at the Christmas tree thing. Now, she wanted to let us all know what Don said because he was being aggressive or what the fuck ever. But yet, with Candace, the conversation was, my lips are sealed, right? My lips are sealed. Hey, Constance, are you done? Constance was just doing a live on Ernie. I don't go very many places and say hi, but I seen you were doing that today, Constance. So it's like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. A lot of times, if someone keeps telling me that I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth, in the back of my mind, I'm like, why are you trying to convince me that you're not lying? Now, this really pissed me off because of the Dawn and Candace getting freaking investigated for the SA shit that Nana and Jinkies came out. They were mad at Candace or what the fuck ever. Now, I didn't watch it, but I heard that it came out that, no, that wasn't true, what the fuck ever. I'm going to tell you this right now. That is what I was led to fucking believe. There is no denying that. I was led to believe there was a paper that said they were being investigated for the fucking SA shit. Now, we knew that Andrew called CPS or somebody to report that he believed that Candace was doing things with his son, his underage son, right? From my understanding, that didn't go anywhere. Okay? That wasn't anything that was top fucking secret. That wasn't top secret. I was led to believe that there was a second page to the initial investigative report on what they were being investigated for that stated that they were being investigated for the SA shit. That's what I was led to fucking believe. Okay? Now, over the course of all this time, there are individuals who absolutely 1,000%, hey, Cinnamon Girl, absolutely 1,000% are behind the scenes trying to push their own fucking narrative. Absolutely. No denying it. It's true. It is true. Now, I ain't nobody. I'm not. I'm just a little girl from Indiana. An old lady, whatever the fuck anybody wants to call me. So, yeah, Stephen, I'm back. Did you miss me? Anywho, why fucking bullshit me? Number one, any conversation I ever had never came out on YouTube. Right? I don't know why these people want to play a fucking game. It's a fucking game. I don't get it. I don't get it. And let me say this. I don't care how many people say that they're fighting with fucking Candace. And I'm not talking about one person. Because I know there's, some kind of, feelings going on right there. So I'm not talking about one person. Right? I believe that they're all still talking to Candace behind the scenes. The narrative to me seems like the conversations that I had with someone was Dawn. Didn't like Dawn. Got into fights with Dawn. Dawn came to the Christmas tree thing. Dawn threw a fucking fit. There was an argument. La la la. Well, guess what? I watched Candace come in there with a fucking attitude at first. Candace had an attitude at first. Right? Then, I don't know if they were all hugging and loving on each other by the time she left or not. But if you're going to call out Dawn on the bullshit, why does your conversation with Candace have to be, that's not for YouTube? Right? Make it make fucking sense. Right? I don't need to meet Candace. I don't need to talk to Candace. Let me tell y'all something. She has said so much shit that ain't nothing but fucking lies. It's a fucking game. How can anything be a game when your daughter's missing? Why isn't your ass, number one, sitting in fucking jail for at least neglect? Oh, but then again, Grandma was there that day. Grandma was there. I don't know about the oldest boy. Mama T, where you been, lady? I don't know about the oldest boy, if he was considered old enough to watch the younger siblings or not. I pulled it up before. I talked about it before. They immediately, you hadn't been here, Mama T. I didn't take it to be mean, lady. I didn't know if you was coming back. But I'm glad you're back. I love you, lady. I do. I do. So why play a fucking game when it comes down to a little girl missing, right? Oh, I know, me too. I've been staying in my lane. I don't like when people get me out of my lane. Lisa, Lips, what the fuck is wrong with you girls? Lord have mercy. I know you guys are loving and hugging on each other behind the scenes. Don't even try. Don't even try. I can never figure out that shit anyway. Who gets involved with two brothers? Lisa. Lisa does. For real. For real. Yeah, I mean, hey, to each their own. To each their own. Lisa, if you think that I'm going to say we, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who absolutely knew that you were the one who was doing all them background checks for Lips. We knew that, lady. Who in the world would think that if you're talking to Lips, you're talking to 100 people? Girl, I knew that the whole time. Just took you a while to get there because you thought, yes, thank you, act right. Yep. Yes. Yes. I agree. I think they're all in it together. Hey, CM. But I just don't pay attention to that. I mean, what pissed me off was her trying to say that Oh, I better take that ass comment out of there, act right, because YouTube doesn't like me. I have to find it first. Where is it? Yeah, they'll get me for ass. They will. They will get me for ass. I don't know where the comment is though. Where is that? I cannot find it. I want to know why she called Rebecca at the Kentucky Colonel's office to ask if I was a real. What, Angelo? She did that? Who are you, Lisa, to do that? For real. Thank you. I still can't find it to take it out. Mods, if anybody sees it, will you just remove the comment for me, please? Thank you, Act Right. Are you kidding me, Angelo? What the fuck, Lisa? What is wrong with you? And then she wanted to act like, oh my God, I don't do drama. I don't like the drama. I'm not mixed up in the drama. I thought, Lisa, that you were going after Ernie for Shelby. What happened? I don't need to fucking know. I really don't. Come on, Lisa. Why would you do that, Lisa? Did it make you feel special? Did it make you feel special? Speak truth always. Lisa lies and lies and lies. Some more, just like she said Ernie had no charges. You know, this is the thing I'm going to say. And, you know, I've always had a soft spot for Lisa, even though she doesn't show receipts on shit. You know, that I never understood how she, yeah, that's what I said, Flies. Why the Shell family decided to make her a member of the family, right? But that's, I mean, this is the thing. Why would she even do that when she absolutely knows that you have showed who you are, Angelo? Everyone knows that you're not lying about anything you've said about yourself. Oh, Act Right, stop it. Stop it. They didn't set Ernie up. I mean, they could have, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, well, he had a soft spot in his heart for lips. Okay? Ernie knew that. Lisa's and Ernie said. Lisa inserted herself into that stuff. She absolutely did. Well, I mean, I don't think she needs to talk about anybody anymore. Because last night, Lips was playing the audios of Lisa talking about a lot of people. Now, I didn't stay around. I went up and said what I had to say. That was the end of it for me. I didn't need to sit up there and keep it going or whatever. I did not. I just couldn't understand why she put out. I mean, who puts out a post showing conversations, but you can't click on the conversations to hear what's being said, but then you're going to drop names in there, and for fucking what? For what? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I mean, she got in with Shelby, and then she got in with Ernie. Yeah, Ernie set his own self up. He absolutely did. I don't think that, no, I don't think Lips and Ernie set him up. Not, or Lips and Lisa Kay set him up. I don't believe that. That was fucking Ernie. He did that shit himself. He did that himself. So, absolutely, Flies. Ernie knew how to get into StreamYard and start a live stream, okay? He absolutely did. Lips had nothing to do with the location act, right? His sister told him. Oh, thank you, Mr. A. That's so nice of you. Even though you sprayed me in the face this morning, I forgive you. I do. Look. This is the only thing I'm gonna say about Lips. Okay? She's a scallywag. She knows she's a scallywag. She said horrible things about me, and she knows how I feel about it. I have addressed it with her before. She is blocked on my end. I haven't talked to her for a long time. Lisa got the location from Ernie's sister. Lips had nothing to do with the location. And this is the thing everybody needs to understand. Lips isn't going to do that shit. She's going to have other people do it for her, like Lisa. Lisa's the one who was doing all the freaking background checks. Mr. A, you are special. I don't care what anybody says about you. You are special. Thank you again, sir. Thank you. Lisa wants to act like she had top secret. Lisa has always acted like she has top secret info. Ugh. I mean, I don't get it. Lisa's sister. Okay, well, that answers the question. I mean, look, I may sound a little agitated. I may sound a little feisty. It's just me, so nobody take it personal. Okay? Lisa's always acted like she's got top secret information. For real. But this is my opinion. Every question stuns her, act right. Let me put it this way. Lisa, you are not homeless. I seen you in your home. I seen you. Mr. A, I seen you. So, okay. And I'm not going to sit over here and talk about Lisa's medical problems or Lips's medical problems. I mean, I ain't going to do that. There's no reason to do shit like that, even though they're that type of people, right? But anywho, absolutely, Lisa, and I know of another person. I know of two different people that absolutely were pulling up information on people for Lips. Lips didn't have to do it. She had other people do it. Now, does it make it all right? Absolutely not. Hey, Mama Bear, but who the fuck doesn't want somebody on the side that they can call and say, hey, check this person out for me, right? I think all the shells are in on the grift. As long as Shelby gets commissary and Ernie gets content, they are good with it. I kind of agree with you. Oh, Granny, you're so sweet, darling. I love you. I do love you. Thank you so much for that. Yes, they are. They're good buddies. And like I said, when it comes down to them having conflict, what I was going to say before I got sidetracked with Remain Calm running her mouth on my panel. Lisa came up on my panel. I distinctively asked her, did Lips know that you had sent that picture to the prison, to Shelby Shell? She did not want to answer that. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. She answered it by not saying yes or no, right? Common sense, people. If you ask somebody a question and they do not want to answer it, especially that question, guess what? You're going to kind of figure, right? Oh, anyway, Remain Calm thought, you just answered it. You just answered that question. Now, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Angela said, if I have ordered the FOIA, matter of fact, is they would have complained it was altered. You didn't have to alter anything on that at all, right? Oh, thanks, Mr. A. Dang, Mr. A is popping out memberships and cash apps. I do appreciate that so much. It's very, very helpful to me. It really is. Especially YouTube giving me a hard time. Stop it, YouTube. I've done nothing to you. But, you know, I have my opinion about Ernie. I truly believe oh, did somebody say who she was? Okay. Well, I mean, okay. So, this is my thing. Look at Ernie. Look at what he's done. Are we going to look at that and say, why the hell was a person like that looking for a missing child? Right? He absolutely knows what he's doing, Mama. I agree. He knew what he was doing. I know that his little Tiggers want to believe that he was having an episode. I am not going to say Ernie doesn't have mental problems, because let me tell you something. Anybody who would even do the shit that he did, literally shit, there has to be something wrong with them. This is what I think. I truly believe Ernie thought it was going to play out the way it always did. They were going to take him to a hospital, and then they were just going to release him, or he would have had a chance to run again. Now, I know some people thought that when Ernie wanted to go in the kitchen, that to get the pink lemonade, that he was thirsty. Remain Calm thinks that he wanted to go in the kitchen because, number one, he was closer to the fucking door to run. He's always ran before. Why would people think that if he didn't have a chance, he wouldn't have ran that time? Number two, excuse me, but he had been swapping spit with his grinder date Chris. Why would he automatically assume that he put something in his pink lemonade? I got to get my pink lemonade. I know a guy that pooped on a disability doctor desk, pulled out a Hot Wheel to play with it. Did he get it, Flies? Did he get the disability? Yes, Mr. A, I completely agree. You know, Maybe social media wasn't done with Ernie. Because look, nobody needs to say the guy's not entertaining, right? Yes, under an alias name. Under an alias name. And let me, actually, let me pull this up. Nicolina, let me drop her link again. I dropped it yesterday. Talk to the grinder date. Talk to the Chris guy, right? I wasn't even going to talk about Ernie. But it's interesting. He used an alien. Well, you guys can go over and watch it. I'm not going to pull it up right now. He used it. Why would he have had to use an alias? This guy loved him. He loved him. 2 parts paranoia about someone drugging him with a drink, and then if he was close to a door, he was gone. Do you really believe that he thought, and don't take it personal, I am going to have to remove that because of the word DRUG. But thank you for coming in and commenting on that. Look, I apologize. YouTube gets me for freaking everything. Everything. I don't know why. Yeah, well, I mean, he did kind of have a secret life, Degenerative Lost. He kind of did. For sure. For sure, for sure. Hey, mods, if there's a creator in here, can you guys just drop their link, please? I know Steven's in here. Mama T, Degenerative Lost. Who am I missing? Constance Sue was in here earlier. There's a few of them. Angelo. And if you guys watch my live from yesterday, Angelo and Wasteland and Evil Ghost, their links are all in that chat. So nobody should have, this is the thing. This is just my opinion, right? Nobody, well, this is the thing about the mods. I don't usually have too many mods because I usually don't need them. May took off. She couldn't hang. Well, she didn't, I mean, when they got me, right? When they freaking got me for playing Band on the Run, I probably, if I would have waited, it probably would have came back on. So May's just lost. We'll find her. I'm sure she's at home, having her a little something to drink, relaxing, for sure. You were over the lies. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. No matter what Ernie does, there's people who are going to believe him. There's people who's going to not believe him. Even after all this, there's definitely people that are kind-hearted that are going to want to help Ernie. And that's just the bottom line to it. Even after watching all this nonsense that he's fucking done, I still don't wish anything bad on Ernie. At all. Oh, I didn't know Cinnamon Girl had a YouTube channel. So, I guess I'm kind of slow on that. Lips claims she knows who you are. And you guys talk. She knows Degenerative Lost. Lips talks to a lot of people. Lips talks to a lot of people. It's not a big deal. The only thing is, people that know lips know that, whatever you say is not going to be private, right? Don't worry about it, degenerative lost. Your question was answered, speak truth. Take it and believe it or not. Believe it or not. Totally up to you. You don't have to elaborate on that, degenerative lost. You answered the question. They can believe it or not believe it. That's the end of it. That is the end of it. Right? I mean, that is the freaking end of it. She made a lot of claims on Marx. Degenerative loss, don't even, you answered the question, leave it at that. Leave it at that. You should not have to elaborate on whether the fuck you talk to lips or not. Right? If you don't believe lips, why are you questioning it then? Uh-oh, there's Rapper. Rapper. Well, Sassy Ann has been coming out. Wait. Hold on, Constance. I gotta find what you just said, babe. I don't know why. So, anywho, I mean, all right. YouTube let you camo. They don't let me camo. For real. For real. They get me every time. Every time I hit that like button. Michelle, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who likes lips and don't like lips. That really wasn't the conversation I was having. For real. I firsthand have experienced lips. Okay? Lisa Kay knew exactly how she was. Lisa Kay just got caught. Right? I mean, for fuck's sake. I don't care if you talk to lips. I don't care. I really don't. For real. Not my problem. Ha ha ha. Well, Lisa knew she was going to get caught. Are you behind, Flies? I mean, Lisa knew she was going to get caught. That's why she started coming out. I'm not going to be blackmailed by her anymore. Guess what? Why are you doing things that a person could blackmail you over anyway? What was weird when I heard Lisa say, because I was like, look, Lisa, I will back you up on the fact that Lips knew about the fucking picture shit. Okay? I would have backed her up on that. I didn't have a problem with that. Already fucking knew about that shit. Okay? It was the fact that she was like, yeah, she would send me names and, if I didn't want to look them up or whatever, I would just ignore it. I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? So you guys tell on yourselves. You tell on yourselves, people. For fuck's sake. And then you want to get back at each other. You want to play audio of y'all talking shit about people. How is that getting back at each other? Inquiring minds want to know. Yes, I'm getting a little loud. I need to tone it down. For real. That don't hurt nobody but the people that y'all were talking shit about. And guess what that does, people? Common sense is going to tell you that what's going to happen. Lips is going to get more attention. Lisa's going to get more attention. It's not going to be so is that the kind of attention that y'all want? Now, Lisa, I thought you didn't want that kind of attention. Lips loves that attention. She loves any attention. But anywho, so, Lisa, whatever happens, happens. For sure. But I don't know why I'm sure Ernie's sister knows how to talk. And I don't understand why she don't come out and talk. She may have before. Yeah, she said she doesn't like drama, but she likes drama. For sure. Well, the whole thing about it, as far as I'll show you guys the comment. Because this is what got me. I didn't fucking understand it. But you can't make sense of nonsense because it'll drive you nuts. Hence, what I said about a lot of freaking things. A lot of things. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I'm going to show you guys her post. And look, I don't show hate to Lisa. I really don't. She put herself in. Oh, thank you, Degenerative Ross. Thank you. Oh, well, Sassy Ann, you never know what you're going to get over here. Lisa doesn't speak with the sisters. No, from my understanding, she does talk to the sisters. For sure. Degenerative loss. Let me say this. I have a lot of thoughts. I know things that I just don't say. It's not worth it. One thing I truly always tried to do was, not hate on people real bad. There's a couple people I actually don't like, but all right, Lisa, is this a makeup thing? When I know I haven't wronged you, I don't care if we never speak again. That might sound cold, but it's not about bitterness. It's about peace. It's about knowing that I showed up with honesty, good intentions, and a heart and tried. I will not chase people who choose to misunderstand me, twist my words, or punish me with silence just because they don't like being held accountable. I spent enough time over-explaining myself, apologizing for things I didn't do. Lisa, I don't know. Okay, here's the post. Here's the post that started it all. May back. May. And like I said, You guys don't need to go show any hate to Lisa. This was just fucking confusing, right? Well, that's the whole thing, Cinnamon Girl. Behind the scenes, she was saying shit about people, right? And that's the way I feel. Now, when I went up on Marks last night, Lisa said, I didn't talk about you, RC. And I'm like, I don't believe that. I didn't fucking believe that. Let me tell you what, I absolutely feel in my heart that yes, when they were talking, her and her little friends were talking all that shit and making up fucking lies about my old man, right? I never heard from you, Lisa. I never heard, hey, RC, even though I know that I'm best friends with Lips, I never felt that, you know, her doing that shit to you was wrong. Not fucking once, Lisa. So here it is. Of course, you cannot go back and listen to these 28-second and 10-second recordings that don't mean shit. How do I contact Shelby? I got you. He will listen to her daughter. I don't know whose fucking daughter. Oh, wait. Flies did it to Gypsy as well. Did Flies yell at her on panel, on the phone? I like Sarah. What the fuck? Why would you even put that out? What the fuck? I can guarantee you Flies had nothing to do with fucking you and Lipsa shit and Shelby. Okay? I would have known. I would have known that. Ha ha. I'll have her send Shelby a hello. Sarah is very fair like RC. And that's not you saying that, Lisa. That is fucking Lips saying that. As far as I know. I try not to have these damn kids. Oh, wait, she's talking about an ex-husband, right? Okay, I don't care to. That's personal shit. Why are you putting that out there? His brother is Ernie. It's fun to have photos when he's did I can't wait for a photo shoot with Shelby. Is that why Ernie's offline? Yeah. Wait till I tell him Ernie tried having her taken away. Tried to have who fucking taken away? You guys, this is just fucking too much. Yeah, all the removed messages. You can't go in and listen to those messages. And let me tell you something. I don't remember ever Flies and Gypsies having a moment. I mean, for real. They're both grown adults. Why you guys fucking worried about it? Why you worried about it? Should have read the comments under it. Oh, you want me to read your comment under it? Hang on, let me go back to it. I will gladly do, because that's what pissed me off, too. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, why the fuck? What the fuck? You know, what the fuck? For real. For real, for real. It's just kind of freaking psychotic. Psychotic. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, wait. I was being nosy. I was looking at something else. Yes, it is Summer's birthday, May. And we're going to get back into that conversation too. Because, I mean, like I said, nothing that a lot of those creators did and said, you can go back and find it all and listen or whatever. She didn't answer my question. She threw Lips under the bus. I laughed because I knew I wouldn't get an answer. Well, of course she threw Lips. Her and Lips are chaotically fighting right now. Manufactured chaos is exactly what it is. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I mean, for sure. Look, there's no way that Lisa's going to say and be truthful that this shit wasn't set up. I mean, for real. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel. Hey, that rhymed. For real. Okay, hold on. I gotta find the comments. Let me see. Fly said. Hold on, I have to share it. I have to share it. Flies did what to Gypsy? I seriously want to know. I don't talk to Gypsy anywhere but on YouTube, and I'm respectful. Seems like a lot of folks like to talk, but really have nothing to say. There's 2 comments. We all know she's a liar. She said Mama T was a female earning. Why are you bringing Mama T in it? Why are you bringing Mama T in it? Why would you do that? Flies laughed about it. Tagged her and laughed about it. What the fuck? So why would you have to look how many names she brought into that? Now, I'm not going to say she said anything bad about me. You know. I know a lot of people, when I would let her on my panel and stuff, they'd be like, why are you letting her up there? She does. I mean, Cotton Candy went the fuck off on her one time when she was up here. Right? Name dropping because she's like Ernie. I mean, yeah, quit. Why are you saying that shit about Mama T? Bringing somebody else into it. Hey, Chris. So basically, you're going to run around and say all these names, and then it fit right in to Lips going on, woohoo. That's all I heard last night, Mark. Woohoo, woohoo. And Mark, let me say this. Is Lips in charge of your channel right now? Because I came up, I'm never disrespectful when I go on people's panels, and you were like, oh, hey, honey, remain calm's backstage. Should I let her up? Why are you letting that happen? Why? You are the owner of the channel. I ain't never done nothing to you, man. You could have said, she's coming up on panel, and why don't you take a back seat if you don't like it, panel guest? Oh, no. Oh, no. You were like, you want her up here? Yeah, you let me up there because you thought that I was going to go hot and heavy on Lisa. Okay? And I meant what I said. I don't need none of y'all fucking talking about remain calm, period. Period. I don't come and bother your fucking asses, okay? I have no desire to. Freaking weird ass shit. Weird ass shit. But whatever. Whatever. I said what I said and then I left. Not a problem. Didn't even hang out and chat. Didn't need to. But then Lips proceeds to play a bunch of audios where Lisa is saying shit about people. Right? Lips addies, get them all thirsty. Oh, well, whatever, Amy's. I am not having that freaking discussion at all. I mean, there's channels that just talk about Lips and everything that she's done. I'm sure they're out there. I could really, I mean, that shit that's old shit, right? May, can you believe that they fucking, well, I didn't get struck. It was a warning. So I'm gonna fucking take the test. Okay? Like I always do. I take the test. I do. Unauthorized third-party content. Well, I can do that. Why did you get me then? 7 questions in 15 minutes. A creator wants to support the premiere of their friend's short film. The creators live streams the trailer on their channel after getting permission from the film's rights holder. Well, yes, it's not a violation because they got permission. Ta-da! Oh, there's one. I only got 15 minutes. A creator live streams music videos of their favorite artist without the artist's permission. Creator simply wants to enjoy the music. Yes, this is a violation. Correct. That's what you got me on. During the live stream, John and Jane discovered many of the subscribers are huge fans of the popular science fiction movie. They decided to live stream their favorite scene of the film uninterrupted and without commentary so their subscribers can watch it together. Also, John and Jane don't have permission from the film's rights holder. They're streaming something that a lot of... No. Yes, this is a violation. Correct. Like I don't already know this shit. Christine's radio host runs Popular All Day Radio Live on her YouTube channel. She received permission from a music artist to... Christine adds an artist's new song to her live, which is viewable, but because the majority of her audience turns in a Popular All Day Radio live. Oh no, it's a violation because it was only in Brazil. I'm almost done, you guys. I'm almost done with the test. 2 more questions. Marcus, a recent film school graduate, just wrote and produced his first short. This is the first film he wrote and produced with all the original content. He decides to premiere his film by live streaming on YouTube channel for everyone to see. No. Correct. Dang, I am one smart cookie. And he runs a channel that features videos of his dog. One day he live streams his dog acting exciting while watching a popular movie about cats. Correct. I'm almost done, you guys. Hey, I might as well take the test while you guys are in here. Celine, a professional vocal teacher, live streams music videos by her famous favorite pop artist. During the live stream, she pauses the music several times to describe the different singing techniques used by the artists. While she does not have permission to stream the official music videos, she believes her educational input during the stream will help aspiring singers. Now, it's educational context. Yay! I got an A. I got 100%. Whoop whoop. Now it says, bitch, you have passed this test. You get 100. And if you get 100, bitch, don't do the shit no more. If you violate a different policy, you'll get another warning with the opportunity to take another training. I got it, you guys. So, my warning will not expire till May 5th. 3 freaking months I've got to behave myself. I'll do it. I've done it before. I can be a good girl. I can. I really can. But print your they don't give you a certificate. They don't. I figured they were going to get me on the music stuff somewhere, right? For sure. For sure, for sure. But I will mind my P's and Q's. Oh, I should have showed you. I passed it. I'm sorry. Receipts. Receipts. But no, just let me say this. Hey, exploited innocence in the house. So anyway, don't go showing any hate to anybody. These people have been doing the same thing on these YouTube streets since I became aware of someone, some of them through the Summer Wells community. And I just think it's very sad. It is Summer's birthday. And what has anybody, including myself, I do not take myself out of this category. What has anyone done that we know has helped Summer's case? I mean, don't forget when they went to Van Hill to look, right? When they went to Van Hill, that allegedly was from that PI guy from Utah sending them the information about the brothers, right? Something about the brothers. I just feel that day Candace wasn't home. Summer was down by the road. I think that it was a crime of opportunity. That's what I want to believe. But I have to say, this is totally my opinion. I'm not going to change my mind that Summer's parents were shit fucking parents. Yeah, the Jason Jensen tip, for sure. Right? I mean, and then Candace decides what people she wants to give little tidbits of information to. Guess what? If she ever told me something and in the process of telling me, she doesn't say, I've turned this over to law enforcement, guess what? I wouldn't fucking believe her. I wouldn't fucking believe her. They've told so many different shitting stories. For sure. For sure, for sure. Who is in Tennessee needs to get a hold of a radio. We, We were lucky, May, that they even told us that they were going to Van Hill and why they went. I mean, they didn't tell us why they went to Van Hill. I know a lot of people were speculating on why they went to Van Hill. Then we heard, oh, they came out of there with truckfuls of fucking dirt. Really? Really? I mean, come on. You didn't know. I understood what you said, May. I understand you, May. I've known you long enough. I understand you, ma'am. For sure. I know, Mr. A, but there's haters. The haters gonna hate, right? But, I mean, people do that shit. They get mad at somebody and then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, let me tell you everything that this person said about you. Let me tell you everything that that person said about this other person. Let me try to get some hate bonding going on for these people. For sure. But there's no way in my mind that Lisa's so intelligent and, she's got a freaking some sort of law degree or whatever it is she's got, that she did not know that all of her conversations were A, being recorded with lips, and B, that many times there was not 2 or 3 other people at the same time that were listening to those conversations. I mean, come on. Come on. For real. That's just the way it is. So that is why I think that it's all kind of fake. And they don't care who they hurt in the process. Okay? My brother used to do that with his wife. They'd make up and hate me for my opinions. Yeah, people are like that, aren't they? Aw. Good for you, May. I need one of those shirts. Send me one of those shirts, May. I love you, May, but you spelled the F word Fuck, right? Thank you, Jean. I appreciate that. I do. And I do feel better because I was really angry. I started thinking about things and Summer's case and these freaking scallywags and shit that they've said that hasn't helped the case none at all. Things that they've done that hasn't helped the case not at all. It and knowing that today's her birthday, and look, my subs can tell you I get really emotional when it comes to Summer and talking about Summer. I really do. And, I'm angry at the parents. I'm angry at them for acting like it's a game. It's a game. Why would anybody in their right mind do that? Right? Who does that? And that's why I would never have a conversation with them because they've lied. We've all seen them lie. We've heard them lie. We've watched them do their little prank bullshit. We've seen it all. What would tell anyone that them people would have a conversation? Now, I kind of take that back. Chris McDonough had a couple conversations with Dawn, and honestly, they were, I think, very truthful conversations that Dawn was having with him. But guess what was happening, right? People were burning up Dawn's phone, not wanting him to talk to Chris McDonough. Why wouldn't you want him to talk to Chris McDonough? Were you all trying to convince him that he never needed to go and talk to law enforcement and be honest with law enforcement? You all were good with Don talking about his substances and showing the R&R bottle and going and getting his DUI and saying all these horrible things that he said happened to his daughter or could have happened to his daughter. You guys were all good with that, right? Because that was good fucking content. That was good fucking content, right? And Candace, you're just fucking, um, you know, like I said, this is all my opinion. You can all love and hug on Candace all you want to. Why don't you be honest, Candace? Why weren't you ever honest? Why have both of you not even talked to law enforcement? Why? Thank you, Sassy Ann. Everybody does want Summer found safe. They absolutely do. And like I said, you guys, there's plenty of channels that are showing beautiful pictures. I know Phoebe Australia is. That's the only one I've really watched so far. Whether people believe me or not, I know that she, she's a prayer garden kind of girl. But I've always really liked Phoebe's content. I really have. She shows different interviews and different things like that. And it doesn't matter where somebody goes and hangs out. She's putting forth that effort to, put out different interviews and stuff like that on Summer. And I think people who are really doing that and I just feel like she is doing these things from her heart to let people know the different interviews and stuff. So I have definitely went over and left her a comment and told her that I really enjoyed her, her content on Summer. So I know that she did one today, and I'm sure there's plenty of others too. Yeah, the burner phones. The burner phones. Yeah, me too. I would be living at the freaking sheriff's office, right? Well, I mean, are they trying to protect? I mean, it seems this is a thing. Even though Candace, her mother, was allegedly the last person to be on that hill when Summer went missing, one of the last people to be on that hill when Summer went missing, why are people protecting her? Why are people trying to protect her? Why have now at first they were protective of Dawn, right? Dawn didn't do anything. Dawn was at work. Really? I want to see law enforcement. I want to see somebody show me a receipt about Dawn Wells being at work all day long. I just want to see it, right? I'm nosy. Would love to see that. But instead, and look, I completely get it that at first they wanted to, put out Candace being a helicopter mom, being a great mother or whatever. I get that. The boys were still at home. That's not what they wanted. If the boys were taken, the last thing that they wanted them taken for is some sort of neglect or whatever, which ended up kind of being the case anyway, right? No, Jean. No. She claims to know Candace's sister. That is Lisa's claim to fame. Coming out, saying she knows Candace's sister. She knew Rose's ex-husband, allegedly or whatever. That is, she came out on YouTube. That's her beginning. That is her beginning. She went from that into acting like that. This is the thing. I ain't saying she don't know them people. I really don't care. But I don't understand why she will take what other people are saying to her and believe in everything that they say to her. Believe in everything that they say to her. Right? But now I can see the Shell family having to, keep it going, because the more Lisa makes off of YouTube or whatever, the more she can keep Shelby, in his honey buns and stuff, right? I don't know what she's came out and talked about, how that's helping any investigation, whether it be in Summer's case or Rose's case. Right? I would tend to believe that family of Rose's already talked to law enforcement, right? Or whatever. I completely understand what you're saying, Mustang Granny. But they're not going to come out and tell the truth about anything. She's not said or done anything. Well, that's because she's been talking about Ernie. She moved over to Ernie and Shelby. I personally don't hang out over at Lisa's. And I'm not telling people not to sub to Lisa. I am not telling people don't watch Lisa. I am just saying personally, I don't. Because she has said quite a few things that I know is not factual statements concerning, things that I know that aren't factual statements. All I want to see is a receipt. That's it. Hey, H. Davis, for sure. But then who am I? I ain't nobody. But this is the way I feel about it. If I'm not anybody that deserves to have a receipt shown to, then don't fucking bring my name up. Don't bring it up. But no, I do have to say, I've never heard Lisa say anything about me. I really haven't. But I knew what direction that shit was going. I knew exactly what direction it was going. And the first time the fuck shit was said about me and my family, it only took one time. I don't need anybody fucking reminding me of it. I don't need anybody putting out video of it or fucking audio of it. It happened a while back, and I'm fucking done with it. I'm done with it. So she knew Ernie and Shelby could get her monetized. Not long after covering them, she monetized. I don't blame her for wanting to be monetized. I think everybody who starts out, as a creator on YouTube, I think that's always a thought process is getting monetized. But she did. She went straight over to Shelby Shell because people were talking about Shelby Shell. I was covering Shelby's trial. You know what got me? She kept telling me she had all this information about Shelby's case and Shelby's trial that only she had. And I was like, all right, well, put it out. Put it out, Lisa. That would be interesting. She never has. She never has done that. My understanding, degenerative loss, she actually got what she got from another YouTuber. I remember when I covered Shelby's trial, okay, I had emailed people and asked them if I could use their stuff. They were all gracious enough to say yes, absolutely. And of course, I gave them 1,000% credit on that. Lisa asked me one day, where did you get your stuff? And I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember. Go find it. Go find it like I did. Yeah, that's what I heard too, degenerative lost. Absolutely. That she took it from another person's stuff. For sure. Hey, Sarah. What is up, girl? Yeah, she wanted to know where I got my stuff to cover it. It was weird to me because she actually, yeah, I dropped your link, Sarah, and um told people to go over and watch it. Um it was weird to me that when she was talking to Shelby, right? Um Shelby was like, "Well, you've got all the papers. You paid for the papers or whatever." I mean, that was always contradictory too, right? Well, of course, I mean, that's just YouTube etiquette, cinnamon girl. If you're gonna, put out, use other people's stuff, be kind enough to give them that credit. But some people don't. I mean, some people don't. They just say fair use and use it however they want to use it, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I've got stuff on Shelby too in my lives. I went through that whole trial, at least most of it. I was just fucking sick of it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I really can't. So, well, I mean, yeah, she does do what she wants for sure. For sure, for sure. So, oh, thanks, Sarah. I appreciate that, lady. Nobody nobody ever uses my stuff. I think because I say fuck a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that I I don't know. I don't know. People don't like my voice or they don't like what I say or, whatever. I am okay with it. I really am. So, oh, thank you, dinner the blast. You like my swearing? Well, today, very fortunately, I didn't lose my shit like I felt like I was going to when I first came on. For real. I was really angry. Really angry. Uh oh well, Gene. I mean, good for Crystal. I sound like it wasn't nothing, Sarah. It was just freaking Lips and Lisa doing their little fuck shit. Totally think it's manufactured chaos. Absolutely do. But that is just my opinion. That is just my opinion. What do Hoosiers sound like, Amy? Do Hoosiers sound like something? For sure. All right, flies. Be careful. I don't think she'd mind me saying she had an accident. She fell on her bootay. She fell, slipped on the ice, fell on her bootay, and she is hobbling around a little bit. All things. I'm still a lady. Yeah, it's just bullshit, Sarah. You know. I mean, they didn't say nothing about me, and they love you, Sarah. They love you. They say that you're very fair and I'm very fair. And I do try to be fair. I really do. But, it's just all kind of crazy. If warm chocolate chip. Oh, that is really cool, Amy. Warm chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, that sounds really good right now. For real. Sounds really good. But no, at one point, uh, you know, freaking lives and freaking weird ass people were saying all kinds of horrible shit about me and my family or whatever, nothing that they haven't done with other fucking people. It's like their niche, right? Talk shit about everybody, say the most horrible shit they can when they're pissed off at people. It ain't nothing new. Um, but I honestly do not believe that that is a fight. I don't believe that her and Lisa are truly going after. I think that yeah, they're going to hang back and see who takes the bait. Right? They've thrown the hook out now. See who takes the bait on, um, you know what Lisa said about other people, and then Lisa, she's going to buff up to it and be like, well, Lip said this and Lip said that. Well, that is what I'm saying. I don't need to fucking hear the nasty ass shit that the girl said about me and mine. I don't need to fucking hear it again. Okay? The first time did the damage. The first time did the fucking damage. So, I mean, don't need to go there again. So, you guys want to throw out fucking names? Do it to somebody else. Don't even. Because I pretty much kept my mouth shut the first time. I will go plumb ass crazy if you want to start that shit with me again. That shit is gone. I mean, that shit was done and fucking over with. That's why I just don't understand. That's like her saying something about flies and gypsy or whatever. There was never a fucking issue with flies and gypsy at all. So whatever they're fucking talking about is just them fucking running their mouth or what the fuck ever. It's like, you know, yeah, well, if they think that it's a sporting event, then good for them. But, you know, I mean, sometimes you're having a conversation with somebody and they, start talking about other people for sure. I mean, over the years, I've absolutely heard a lot of people say things about Lisa. I haven't repeated it because, personally, it had nothing to do with me. And, I really didn't care. I really didn't care. I've seen all the thing about it is, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things on social media, and it ain't my place to say anything. It really isn't, unless it involves me. Yeah, it's still a private conversation. I mean, I completely get it. I completely get it was a private conversation. Absolutely. No doubt about it. I know. I know how it feels. I mean, well, the thing with Lips though, I knew how she was. And I mean, I think if she was being honest, she could even say that I'd never I'd never I never talked shit about people to her, right? Oh damn, there's Flossie. Okay, Flossie, you said what you said. You said what you said. Flossie's in the house. Watch out for Flossie. Oh, Flossie. Flossie Flosserson. Okay, Flossie. You meanie. Flossie, you meanie. You meanie. For sure. Okay, flies. Dang you. Dang you, lady. I'm going to talk about you while you're gone. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get over here for a minute. I'm trying to pull Flies' channel up. All right, we're going to pull up Flies' channel. We're going to look at her quote for the day. Her quote for the day. Oh, wait, I put my own name in there. Flies on the coastlaw, flies on the coastlaw. Flies on the coastlaw, and don't you swatter away. We got flies on the coastlaw, flies on the coastlaw. All right, where's our little daily quote? Oh, you got some squirrels playing music. Cool, cool. I love those freaking flies. Or flies. Squirrels. Jean, she doesn't do a lot on her channel. She doesn't need to. She finds needy men. I mean, first it was Andrew, and now it's Mark. But I guess if, she's getting people to come over to Mark's channel, then that's up to him. That is up to him. For real. Thank you, Degenerative Lost. That is the main thing. Both of them are exposing each other as not trustworthy. Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. Okay, this is her daily quote. I already gave her a thumb. Oh, let me put that back in there. I had already given her a thumbs up. You guys go check out Fly's channel. We're trying to get her view count in. Whether you believe it or not, you have to have so many views to be able to monetize. And a lot of these creators, you guys, they do not ask their subs and stuff for money. They really don't. I mean, we're all fucking hard up. Don't tell me y'all ain't hard up for money. It is fucking horrible out here in this United States of America. Okay. And so we need to get her to her views. And, she can, she's got a playlist of Ernie stuff on there. She's got stuff about the Whitakers. She does daily quotes. And then she's got her little squirrels that she shows, really cute. I'll show you the one I like. Today, be thankful and think of how rich you are. I can't, Flies. Yeah, Flossie. Flies is back. You better watch out, Flossie. Um, okay, I get it that I'm rich because my family and friends are priceless. They really are. Your time is gold. I'm alive. Does that count? Because I don't know if my time is gold. Because I am one low budget bitch. Okay. And your health is wealth. I have to agree with that. My health is wealth. For sure. For sure. Because I am. Hold on. Let me get back so I can drop your link. Drop your link. Mr. A, I did watch that little, I watched that video. That was kind of cute, I must say. Mr. A drops his link to videos that he makes, you guys. And I always have to watch him first because I never know what he's getting me into. For sure. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, wait. Hold on. Where is the one? Okay. So she's got the one of Ernie, them calling the popo on. Now let me ask you guys a question. Okay, so Lisa called, Nick called, and I guess Tiffany Marie had called or something. And for some reason, I know that some people may not see that, whether you believe it or not, I do truly think Nicolina really cares about Ernie. And she has a lot of information, of course, pertaining to Ernie. She has been in the thick of things with Ernie. And I think that, she truly, I don't think that she called law enforcement for clicks and views. I really don't. But that's just the way I feel. I think Lisa absolutely did it for clicks and views. I think that this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think that anything that Lisa has done that has pertained to the Shell family, i.e., Shelby Shell and Ernie Shell, was all done. She has done it for a reason. From my understanding, she reached out to Shelby Shell first, right? She reached out to Shelby Shell first. Why would you just do that? Then, she came out and was saying shit to Ernie, and then all of a sudden she was buddies with Ernie. And I'm like, wait, how do you come out and talk shit, but then all of a sudden, it's all about Ernie? I never understood that, but I don't need to understand it. Personally, I guess I really don't give a shit. So, I mean, even though I just said something about it. So, I mean, believe it or not, I think each and every one of us have our own shit that we have to deal with in our real lives that um sometimes when you've got somebody on YouTube that pulls you into some bullshit, and not only are you a creator, but you're also, um, and having to deal with shit that people are saying or doing to you on fucking line, you got your real life shit too. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's my favorite. That is, oh, this is one of my favorites. Hey, DJ. This is, uh, this is the squirrel SWAT team, you guys. They're taking Ernie in. That is the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. I love that. I love that. It's SST. This is the SST, Squirrel SWAT team. For sure. For sure, for sure. I do love that Flies. I do. But definitely you guys go check out Flies and give her a little bit of credit. And since we're being honest, it was kind of disappointing. A creator showed a little bit of um her content, and they didn't even give her a shout out or give her credit or anything. And I just found that really sad because only because Blythe doesn't show people stuff without giving them, full recognition and dropping their links. And I mean, she has always been like that. And to see what we would kind of consider a bigger creator, um, to do that, it was kind of disheartening. It really was. So, for sure. Hey, Banjo. Yeah, I mean it's kind of YouTube etiquette, right, Sarah? I mean that's the way I feel about it. Yeah, I know, Flies. I know you were really disappointed, very much so disappointed, for sure. Well, I think what kind of got me too is because they had taken a comment, I think, and pinned it over your channel name. Yeah, I don't know. It was just fucked up. I found it to be fucked up, but well, he is a ladies' man, Banjo. He definitely is a ladies' man, but he's also a man's man. Okay? You thought people were just being silly? No, I don't think anybody was being silly on it. For sure. Yeah, Flies is right. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. And look, there's still going to be people that's going to be very supportive of Ernie. They really are. Because I know he's done. You know what worries me about Ernie? It's not what we know of Ernie and know what Ernie has done. It's things that we may not know that Ernie has done, right? Yes, bottom. The bottom, the bottom. He was the bottom. Look, sometimes, people think with their heart. For real. I mean, look, the guy is a smooth operator. Okay? He's not a smooth criminal. He's just a smooth operator. And let me say, I've never sat over here and said anything unkind about all the women that has tried to help Ernie, because there are a lot of soft-hearted people. There are a lot of people. See, the only thing that would piss me off about Ernie, if he felt that in his chat he wasn't getting the views, or he didn't have enough people watching him, or something like that, he would always mention Summer Wells. He would always mention Summer, because he knew that, he played it out for a long time, that he had all this information about the Summer Wells case, right? I mean, he even came up on my panel and talked about it a few times, and, you know, some of the things he said, I never could understand, because he came up one time and said something about um, what had been done to Summer or something. And I had somebody in chat and they were like, I can't stay here and listen to this. But yet they were in another person's chat. He went up on this creators panel and basically said the same thing, and they were good with it over on the other creators panel when they said it. They just wasn't good with it when he said it in mine. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh well. Oh well. A sting. It was a sting. Well, this is what I'm going to say too. I can honestly understand why the family themselves may not, initially call law enforcement or whatever. They don't want it coming back on them. I can see that. You know, Lisa's probably like, I don't care. I'll do it. What's he going to do to me? Well, I mean, this is what I say too. You get there when you get there. You will get there when you get there. But I'm sure he's being medicated. I'm sure he's being taken care of. He's got 3 hots and a cot. The only time he's going to be leaving that institution is to go to court. I just wish he wouldn't have did what he did in that cell. Things would have been a lot better for him if he wouldn't have acted up. But I truly think, this is just me, I truly think that he thought that he was going to act crazy and do that wild shit, and that he was going to be taken to the hospital. Well, little did he know, yeah, he went to the hospital, but then he went to a facility that, like I said, obviously he didn't research where he was going, because I don't think he probably wouldn't have wanted to go there, for sure. I mean, not only is he in a hospital now, but he's in there with a lot of, psychiatric criminals. Well, I agree. Who throws shit, right? He wasn't hiding in the bathroom. He was hunting for tunnels. You never know. Um, that's what always got me about Ernie. I never, I was one of those people. There was a lot of people who, I never wished harm on Ernie. I mean, I still don't. I personally don't know him. I've never sent him money. I've never spoke with him behind the scenes. Never any of that stuff. For sure. For sure. Not my type of person at all. After I seen him do the prank phone call with Don Wells, um, that made me feel totally different about him being involved in the Summer Wells case. And how the hell was Ernie going to look for Summer anyway? I mean, he was trying to stay away from Tennessee and Kentucky, and, he didn't want to get caught. I didn't know Ernie smoked cigarettes. Was he a cigarette smoker? Well, he's a good scammer. He is a good scammer, for sure. That's what I always said. Maybe if I was a criminal on the run, people would give me cash apps, for sure. I mean, I've never did anything to I've always tried to be a good person. I really have. I mean, I'm human. I've had my moments. Oh, that's how they pay in prison. I thought they paid with honey buns and stuff. I thought it was like, I'll give you some coffee if you do this. Yeah. Well, people don't understand. Ernie's been around for a long time. A lot of people, I think, thinks that he just came to YouTube because of the Summer Wells case, and that's not true. Ernie was over on Facebook. Ernie's been around for a long time. Ernie, has done whatever Ernie has done for a long time. For a long time. And let me say this. I personally don't care that Ernie is attracted to men. That has no relevance in how I feel about Ernie. Not at all. I don't care that he's had his little girlfriends. And while the police were there, he absolutely did say, okay, that couldn't he, he had a girlfriend's house he could go to. Now, I don't know who that girlfriend is. Not any of my business whatsoever. The scary thing is, if Ernie can go on a website and call himself by an alias name to get into someone's home like that, what other sites has Ernie been on that he's not used his real name, that he's ended up maybe at individuals' homes and things like that? I personally don't know, right? Yeah, Sassy Ann hadn't heard of him until Summer's case. I would, the thing about it is, a few times tried to have a good conversation with Ernie about how he felt about that case or what he knew about that case, and it was always a game. I just I'm just not into having a conversation, a real true conversation, about a little missing child, and it be a bullshit conversation. I'm just not into that. Not at all. He would ask his male panel guests are bisexual. His voice would change and everything. The way he talked to women should tell folks. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of women he wasn't very kind to. For sure. For sure. I mean, so, But yeah, who he wants to do the deed with has no relevance, I don't think. The thing about it is why use an alias? Well, he was undercover, all right. He was hiding under a cover that had crap and piss all over it. I mean, they couldn't even get a hold of him because he had pee and poop all over him. I mean, I'm sorry. I hate to even have that thought in my head about Ernie. For real. It's just sad. And like I said, if he did that because, uh, you know, it was his way of getting sent to a hospital and not having to sit in jail, um, you know, that's even worse, right? Yeah, I think he was faking a lot of it too, for sure. Especially if now this is allegedly because the person who said it don't have receipts showing it. But allegedly Ernie left that residence in an Uber and then came back to that residence. So if he was that freaked out about being in that residence, then why would he have went back? You know. Um he also he probably made quite a little bit of money too while he was at that residence sneaking around, right? I agree with Constance. That could have ended really bad if that Chris guy or somebody would have walked upon that door and he threw it open, with that sharp object, it could have ended bad. It really could have. Absolutely could have. All right, you guys, I've been on here 2 hours. I know I got kind of feisty. I think, I said what I said. I don't take back anything I ever say. Um, yeah, every time he has a court hearing, he does this. Yeah. I think he thought he was going to stay at a regular hospital. I honestly think that, he's done this. He knows how to play the game. And I thought that I really believe he thought that he was just going to be sent to a regular hospital, uh, that would have gave him maybe an opportunity to freaking walk out the doors or whatever. This time he was handcuffed to the gurney. I mean, they were making sure that this guy was going nowhere. Nowhere. And I always said Ernie is his own worst freaking enemy. Oh, wrap the blankets to keep from getting tased. Yeah, I never thought about that. I never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, Ernie never makes sense. Ernie never makes sense, ma'am. Not at all. Not at all. But, I mean, look, I can only give my opinion on stuff. And as far as with the Lisa and the lip stuff, I mean, I get it that, I don't get the blackmail stuff. Um, if you're an honest person, nobody can blackmail you. It's like just come out and say, hey, I was doing background checks on people or whatever. And then when I would do it, she would do whatever she wanted with that information. That ain't hard to freaking say. I don't understand the blackmail part. What have you done so bad that she's able to blackmail you? I mean, if you've talked about somebody, fucking admit it. Admit it. You're the one who has to make amends with people that you talk shit about. For real. For real. So, absolutely happy birthday, Summer Wells. And like I said, there's a lot of different channels who's put out pictures and stuff like that. I mean, my banner's up. Uh, if anybody has any relevant information, please contact 1-800-TBI-FIND. The FBI, Hawkins County. If you're not comfortable with any of those, freaking write the governor. I mean, there's way to get the information to whoever needs to have it. And, I would love it if they would come out and give an update. But you guys got to remember, we're into February. It's only 3 months, a little over 3 months, and she'll be gone. How many years, you guys? How many years? It's hard for me to believe that some of these people have been on YouTube and she has been their only content. Their only content. And I'm talking about her every day for coming up on 5 years. 5 years. And I want her home. I want her home. And when I say home, I'm not necessarily talking about 110 Ben Hill Road. I'm talking about, a place that we just know where she's at. That we know where she's at. That would be such a blessing, right? Oh, thank you, Sassy Ann. Sweetie, that means a lot. It really does. I'm glad you started coming around. I am. I'm glad you started coming back around. I missed you. I kept saying, where's Sassy Ann? The entire time she's been gone, they have talked each and every day. Every day. For what? I mean, for what? Nothing. And I'll say this just because I am going to say it. Ziggy and Fred have talked about Summer every day. Every day. They've brought out all these names, said all these things about other people. And I'm not going to sit up here and dog on them or whatever. I'm not going to do it. But it's just sad to me that, it's not just them. It's not just them. But what they've said, where's that led to anything? It really hasn't. I mean, that's fine, Sassy Ann. I'm just glad. I'm glad you came back because I was wondering. I was thinking the other day I was gonna shoot you a Facebook message when I went over on Facebook, but I wasn't sure what was going on, so. But it's sad, but like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say when I've talked about my writings or anything that, has to do with Summer, that it's something that may be relevant or not. I just don't know. I mean, what I know what I have is factual stuff. And that's the best I can do. Yes, the AI channels. Yes. I watched, let me tell you, and I can't remember the name of a channel, but it's an AI channel, And everything that that channel put out about summer was incorrect. It was incorrect. And I thought, I am not going to go in there and tell this AI channel that they're incorrect. It's a waste of my time. A waste of my time. So, but we'll get you know, I'll definitely talk about her again. Like I said, you know, go check out and I know I keep saying Phoebe Australia, but she's definitely one who's got a little video out with Summer and showing her pictures and stuff like that. And you know, I do love those channels that I know that they're doing it out of their heart. You know, there's so many people that it's not about the clicks and views or whatever. That's why a lot of times I don't put her name in my title because that's not what it's about for me when I talk about summer. So you know, I don't put it in my title. I have, don't get me wrong, if I'm talking about something specific, like with Tim Mullins, I was talking about Tim Mullins. I ain't even finished talking about Tim Mullins. You know, I let people know Tim Mullins from the Summer Wells case. So that way they know Tim Mullins and the association, you know, is with Summer. But you know, what are we gonna do? We've set and almost everything that Fred Hill has said is contradictory. Okay. You can go back and find the inconsistencies in almost every freaking thing that Fred has said. Right? Because your story's not going to change. Your story's not going to change. I mean, I'm not even going to get into Fred right now. I'm really not. But I really wish that Summer was found. And, you know, I think I'm with a lot of other people when I say that after all these years, does it look good to her being found alive and well and thriving and healthy and happy? That's what I would wish. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. If that's not the case, let's lay her to rest. Let's lay her to rest. Let's let people, you know, show her how much they love her. But one thing I can say is, no matter the outcome, this little girl will never be forgotten. She will never be forgotten. Ever. And I know I say that for a lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people started out with really good intentions, as far as covering summer and maybe going to the area and different things like that. You know, and I think the intentions were good. And, you know, some people just got led down a different path and maybe they were expecting to take when they went there or whatever. But if you really go back and look to a lot of individuals who actually went to 110 Ben Hill Road, you know, during the time right after Summer went missing and a couple years after that, things didn't end up real well for them. Didn't end up real well for them, which is very sad. So thank you guys for coming back and hanging out with me. I know YouTube got me. I took the test. I'll be on my P's and Q's for 3 months. And believe me, it's only a warning, so it wasn't a strike. But damn, they were waiting on me today. They were waiting. It took 2 seconds for me to get struck. So I'm going to be careful. So we may have to, I'm going to try to find some YouTube music. But you know me, it better be good music. So I'll find a some that we can listen to without me getting in trouble. Okay. It was my fault. I admit when I'm wrong. Like I said, don't go show Lisa any hate. I know that Lisa's a weird duck, okay? And um but thank you, Granny. I do. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I love seeing you guys come over and saying hey and hanging out and stuff like that. So I absolutely do have to cover a girl named Haley Busby tomorrow. I can't let it go another day. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thank you. Yes, I will find one I like to sing. I promise. For sure. And happy birthday, little Summer. I hope you're okay, girl. I really do. So make me another Suno song to play. I'll find it. I have to have it, Flies. I'll pull it. Let me see if I can find it in my, it's got to be in my email for sure. I'll see if I can find it. And thank you guys who've hung out in the bushes. Like I said, I don't care if you like these people or don't like these people. I'm just saying what I see. And, they can go after each other all they want. But guess what? They're not freaking hurting each other. I mean, for real. For real. They're hurting. I mean, they're showing that they're both messed up people because all they did was talk shit about other people behind the scenes. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Truth Hurts. That means a lot. Thank you guys for being supportive of the channel. It means a lot to me. It really does. Mr. A, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mustang Granny. I forgive you, Mr. A, for spraying my face with that stuff this morning. Degenerative loss, thank you so much. I love your channel. I really do. Truth Hurts, thank you so much. There's a lot of channels that I really love, you guys, and I apologize if I don't, if I don't get to show your stuff all the time, or, I really do try to put everybody out there and let everybody know to go check out you guys' stuff. I really do. So, Fly, first time you followed an active investigation. Yes, let me tell you, for people who really never followed true crime cases or missing and exploited children and trafficking, Summer's case it is something else for sure. And we will definitely be talking about it again. And happy birthday, little Summer. Happy birthday, darling. So go check out the other people that's, showing pictures of her and stuff like that. Like I said before, I get really emotional when I talk about Summer. It's just sometimes it's a little bit much for me. And but peace out, everybody. Be you, do you. Don't take no crap off of anybody. And you know what? You know what is better than talking shit about people? Being honest to the people. Okay? Instead of behind the scenes saying that person da 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 da, just say it to them. Okay? I would rather somebody call me a piece of crap to my face than be behind the scenes calling me a piece of crap. All right? For real. That's just the way I feel. Hey, that rhymed. For real. That's just the way I feel. Thank you, Sassy Ann. Thank you, darling. It's good that you're back around. Pat Wicks, I love you. Teresa Jones, we love you. We don't know where you went. I'm hoping you're okay. There's other people. Other people. Eve, thank you for coming in. I know that you're a mod for Lisa and stuff. So, thank you for coming in. And no, we're not hating on her, but I am gonna be real and say what I have to say. So, okay, peace out, you guys. Thank you so much. As Flies always says, peace, love, blessings, and prayers for everybody. All right. Going, 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 gone.